back to Success with Apple. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And today we're looking at figures of speech and literature in English. In English language, we have what we call English literature, and here we have the figures of speech. Now, in these figures of speech, we have a lot of them, and we're going to talk about 5 today. Now, the first figure of speech we're looking at is simile. Simile. Now, this is the comparison of subjects with the use of as and like. Now, this means that you're comparing two things together. You're comparing one thing to another thing, but you're using as and like. For example, he is as fast as a deer. He is as fast as a deer. So we are comparing he and deer. So we are saying he is as fast as a deer. Now, the second example says, they smell like skunk. They smell like skunk. Now, as and like. That is for simile, comparison of subjects using as and like. Now, for metaphor, this is what we call a metaphor. This is the direct comparison without using as or like. Now, for simile, you use as and like. For metaphor, you don't use as or like. So, it is a direct comparison. We are saying this person is this. For example, he is a pig. We are not saying he smells like a pig or he grunts like a pig. We are directly saying that the person is a pig. Now here, we are saying he is a giant among men. He is a giant among men. Now here we have personification. Personification here, this is attributing human features to lifeless or inanimate objects. Now we are saying that what human beings can do, we can run, we can talk, we can smile, we can laugh, we can wave, we can dance, we can swim. All of these things, we're going to attribute it to things that don't have life. Now how do we do that? This example says, the sun smiled on us on our way to school. The sun smiled on us on our way to school. Now this is probably saying that as they were going to school, the sun was coming up. So we are attributing the smile to sun. We are saying that the sun smiles. Now the second one is the trees were dancing in the wind. The trees were dancing in the wind. Of course, we know trees can dance. But we are attributing this dancing to trees. Probably they were waving because of the wind. So we say the trees were dancing in the wind. So now, do not mistake this personification for metaphor. For metaphor, we are saying it is a direct comparison. But for personification, we are saying that we are giving human features to things that cannot talk or walk or smile or do anything, to lifeless objects. Now, number 4, we have what we call alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sounds. Now, this alliteration comes up mostly when we talk about tongue twisters. For example, this one. Peter Piper paid a pepper. Peter Piper paid a pepper. Now, we are using the consonant sound P. Consonant sound P here all the way. So this is what we call alliteration. Now, assonance is the opposite of alliteration, where we have the repetition of vowel sounds within words. The repetition of vowel sounds within words. Now here, it says, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Now you will notice the vowel sound A. The rain, Spain, mainly, plain. So now this is assonance. For assonance, we're dealing with vowel sounds, and for alliteration, we're dealing with consonant sounds. So in the comment section, give me an example of give me one example each of all of these figures of speech. We'll see in the next class.